So Better Watch Out is it's one of those Christmas movies that it's always fun seeing someone else watch it, because they start off thinking that the film is developing one way, and then they see that the film is developing a secondary way. Then they think that could be like the big twist of the movie. Then the movie keeps on developing and keeping you really engaged throughout. I really enjoy it. It's not like the absolute top tier or anything like that. You can definitely tell that it was probably a lower budgeted movie. They had a simple location. They had I'm not sure how experienced the actors were, but they're all good for what they're doing, and with what the storyline is and everything. But yeah, even though you can tell it's low budget just because of how it's that one location. There's a couple of known actors in it who kind of pop up in the beginning and the end, but other than that, relatively unknowns, especially at the time of making of the movie. But it doesn't feel that way at all. The cinematography, editing, all aspects of filmmaking is just spot on. So I think how well the movie is made really does that's going to help out most things out there, but it really offers a lot of stability to the story and how everything is playing out, and how it needs to be believable. The story itself is definitely believable, but there are some aspects of it that you have to really believe in the characters for, especially one, the way that he develops as the movie goes on. It could be leaning into the things are going too far aspect of it all, of his plan, I guess you could say. But in Better Watch Out, it does a really great job of letting you slowly get into what's going on, letting you slowly get to know the characters, and put pieces of dialogue from the beginning and start seeing how those play out. The whole, like for instance, the whole pencil. There's dialogue about putting the pencil up so that way it's known if maybe he's sleepwalking or something like that. This will come into big play at the end, and it comes in. The pencil keeps on popping up, and the way that it's written and is slowly developed throughout the story. There's a lot of great little things like that just kind of evolve throughout, and it's a really smart movie. There's a lot of layers to it. I just have a lot of fun watching it, especially the way you start thinking. For instance, like the ages of the characters. You start thinking one way, and then you slowly figure the answers out as the movie goes on, and that's done with a lot of things in this movie, as far as putting pieces together and finally realizing exactly what's going on here, because you can almost predict the end, but the way that the movie is written, it's very hard to predict what's going on because of how everything is set up and the really good first act to be able to let all the dominoes fall in place. It's the type of movie that if it was PG-13, it would not be anywhere as good, because there's material in the movie. It's R-rated, and the material that's in there that makes it R-rated gives Better Watch Out a sense of reality. And reality is very important when watching this, because you have to believe that everything's real to appreciate what's going on and enjoy it for what it's trying to do. So that's easily one of the best aspects of this, is how it's not super gory. There's not a whole bunch of foul language or anything like that. It just gives a little bit of R-ratedness throughout, and a little bit of gore, not too much whatsoever, but just a general enough to make this, adult themed and realistic enough. Because by the end of it, how's the characters in this movie going to act if it was a real life scenario? Probably the way they acted in this and the way that it was made, and did not hold back, even though if it really wanted to be PG-13, it could do that. But I appreciated that it's in its, just a bit above R-rated lane that it's in. It's perfect for this movie. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you thought of this. And most importantly, the themes of young actors, but also young aged teenagers doing the things that they're doing in this movie. I like the added realism that it gives. I think I think the realism in this movie is one of the best parts about it. That's what makes it stand above other movies that's just good. This puts it into that excellent territory. But yeah, let me know what you thought below, and I'll catch you in the next one.